Alright everyone, the video is finally here. I'm going to show you the basic rundown of the install of an S-Tech switch system. I did get the 6 switches to the left with the blue micro LED with a carbon fiber face. First, as you can see, it's mounted here. A bracket is supplied. And I'll see if I can pop this off. And again, I'll show y'all how Scott over there does it. You have your relays, and then for each one of your leads, a different fuse with different amp ratings. You can change those to the desired need of the accessory you're going to run. If you run like more of a 50-inch light bar to a certain fuse or a certain switch versus a 10-inch or something that requires for more, you can do as such. And then here, it just snaps on. You're good to go. Here are my live leads. They are all numbered. As you can see, there's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All nicely done. So all I have to do is get my accessories hooked up, crimp them down, ground out their ground line or their negative somewhere onto the body or frame, I should say, and that'll be that. But I took the fuse cover off so I could show you. This is the fuse we used. And as you can see, we have probably a little blurry, but it's like a 20 and a 25 amp micro fuse on there, and it just ran down and through there. We had a trim in here just a little bit so they'd run nice and clean and keep this area fairly water resistant. As you can see, the cable just comes up here. Everything just tucked in down here. This is all my excess cable. As you can see, it came all nicely loomed to help protect it, and it's just wired to the battery. And then our ground is right here. So as far as under the hood, it's relatively simple. I believe this spot, so for those who are wondering, is F97. So that's the area that we chose to use right there. All right, I'll just deal with putting that back when I'm done. So let me show you kind of how the install would run the rest of the way. As you can see, we ran it up over here. This is the rest of it. And I don't know if you can see, but right here, there is a grommet that we just drilled out with a step bit so we could fit it through. I'm probably gonna go and maybe put like a rubber filler or some caulk, but that's where it runs through. And then let's see if I can get my big head up under here. Might not be able to tell, but over there in the corner, you'll see a little light coming through. Let's try and get you up to it. See that light shining through? That's actually where the cable runs. And then it runs over, and behind here is where it's running to. Now while we're in here, sorry if the Jeep's a little messy, been on a couple road trips the last few days. Here are the switches. They mounted up nicely. All 6 light up. He tests it, I believe, 2 times before they send it out. Now that is actually a very expensive 3M carbon wrap. It's about $100 per yard or something, so it's not the cheap stuff. And like I said, in the end of the day, carbon wrap, it's going to be hard to wear this stuff out, but if you ever wanted to change it or whatnot, you're not paying a super premium for real carbon. And this looks good. Now I do have 4 on the right coming. I decided to pull the trigger and get 4 on the right, and he's going to possibly be sending me their fake carbon. I wouldn't say fake, it's like a resonator, not resin, like a resin carbon mold. Looks like carbon, feels like carbon. It's not actually real carbon, but they can do those. There are plates that go over these switches, and to let me look at and kind of help review for y'all if that's something y'all really want. But that being said, so how this goes is you'll pull from right here. A lot of people think you come in here. No, you pull from right here. You just pull it off. I'm not going to do it, but once you've pulled this off, you're going to have 2 plugs, one back here and one behind your start stop switch. Unplug that, pull it off. There's a little lip on this piece of plastic right here that kind of holds it on, so you just kind of lift it out. It's not hard, it'll come right out. Then behind here, holding this on, is another screw about right here. You'll just unscrew it with like a Phillips head, and you'll just pull everything off nice and easy and carefully. It's just a bunch of snaps. Then that cable that you've ran through here will run into the back of this, and it'll just plug right into here. It's got its own little pigtail, so all switches, it's got one lead that just plugs in. It's plenty of room after you've put in your cubbies. I don't know what other things y'all might want to know, but that's basically the rundown. So again, I'll just kind of walk through it. You'll pull this off here, just get like a flat pry tool, or just carefully get a flathead in there and pry it out. Disconnect this from behind, disconnect the lights and accessories from behind here with the other single plug. Phillips head screw that's behind this section, and you'll just pull it out. This will already be installed before you put it back in. Like you'll pull this out, you'll install your cubbies, you'll switch out the one long cubby, and if you have a Rubicon, you have this stuff over here already. If you're doing the 6 on the right or 4 on the right and you didn't get the switch system, it'll go on this side, and then you'll just put them back in. Then you'll pop this plate back after connecting everything, screw it back in, hook this back up, plug it back in. There are a bunch of random not random, but a bunch of connections back here. One's for like your windows, one's for this, your USB, your micro USB, and your your micro USB. There's a couple plugs back there for this, and there's a plug back here for that. So just don't forget to put those back when you do it. So then again, now we're putting it back together, everything's attached here, and then like I said, let me pull out my phone here. I'm actually gonna see if I can get some light just so you can kind of see what we did. Still kind of tough to see, but as you can see right there where that kind of blue grommet is, that's the wire that comes out. It runs up over there, and it's tucked behind the dash over there. So we did that. It's ran through here, and again down in here. I'm going to put some light so you can really see that grommet better. Hold on one second. You can see sort of where I'm lighting up right there, where you can see this cable running through. Just zip tied it right there to keep it still, and then all the way over and tuck everything down here until I need it. Again, we used 97, I believe, F97. Right now we have a 20 and a 25, more than enough to travel through there. Zip tied it up after trimming this area here. So that's really about it. It's got them out here with the new 4 that he's sending me, the new 4 switches. We're gonna fab up the bracket, probably slide this over just enough, and then put the other one right here. So this will slide over probably about another inch or so. Even if I had the bracket this long to same length, it's plenty of room to fit in here under the hood. We're gonna play with that, and I'll get another update for you as well on that. Hopefully that's easy for y'all. And thank you for listening. We do have a savings code for you. It's REEL, like REEL, -10. It will take off 10% and add free shipping for you. Hopefully that's helpful, and another video coming soon with the 4 switches going in as well. Hopefully this is helpful again, and happy Jeeping, I guess.